So, there has been a lot of overwhelming news about version 5.8, and honestly, if you're feeling lost or don't even know where to start, that's completely understandable. New banners, new characters, an entirely new elemental reaction, map expansions, skins, quality of life updates, and even a permanent summer island. It's a lot. But in this video, we're going to go over everything we know about version 5.8 up to this point, from confirmed leaks to educated predictions, so that by the end of this video, you'll have a crystal clear view of what to expect, and more importantly, whether you should pull, save, or start pre-farming for what's coming next. Let's begin with what might be the most exciting part for many of you, the banners. According to reliable leaker Hamdiji Cat, the character banners for version 5.8 will include Mualani, Chaska, Ineffa, and Seatlolly. These picks aren't that surprising if you've been keeping up with recent banners. Every first half Natlan 5-star character will receive one rerun before moving on to the next region, and version 5.8 is essentially the last major update before Nod Cry begins with 6.0. So, if you wanted a final shot at any of these characters, this is likely your last chance for a while. Now, as usual, we don't know which character will be featured in which phase, but here's the logic. Ineffa is the new character, and new characters are almost always in Phase 1. That means you can reasonably assume that Mualani will join her in Phase 1, especially since she's Hydro and works well with electro-charged comps, which ties directly into Ineffa's kit. Then you'd probably see Chaska and Seatlolly in Phase 2. It just fits. But again, this is just my prediction. Please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong or if you have another theory. But let's talk about Ineffa in more detail, because she's not just any new character. She introduces something entirely new to Genshin's combat system, a new elemental reaction called Moonshock. This is big. Moonshock is essentially an upgraded version of Electrocharged. When Electro meets Hydro, a thundercloud forms above enemies and deals continuous electro damage to all enemies affected by both elements. It's not just visual flair either. The damage scales with elemental mastery and can critically hit. With high EM builds, you can reach nearly 300% bonus damage from the reaction alone. Sound familiar? It should. This mechanic is strikingly similar to Nilo's Bloom to Super Bloom transformation. Like Nilo, Ineffa modifies a basic reaction into a unique new version that allows for deeper team-building potential and specialized synergy. But she doesn't just stop there. According to the leaked kit, Ineffa is an electro polearm user. She has a sleek mecha design with a massive mechanical fist and boots, and her entire identity screams high-tech fighter. Her elemental skill summons an intelligent drone-like assistant called Velkatar, which shields your party and automatically zaps nearby enemies with Electro. Her burst resummons Velkatar, dealing AoE damage and refreshing its duration. Her passives? Game-changing. Her Ascension 1 passive overrides standard Electrocharged and replaces it with the Moonshock reaction. It scales with the trigger unit's EM and Ineffa's offensive stats. And her Ascension 4 passive converts a portion of her ATK into Elemental Mastery for the active character. That means she supports both herself and others in Moonshock comps. But Ineffa wouldn't be complete without her signature weapon, and yep, that's leaked too. It's a polearm with high base ATK and a crit damage substat. When you use an elemental skill or burst, you gain a massive ATK buff for 20 seconds. But here's the kicker, if you also create a shield during this time, your entire team gets a 40% boost to Moonshock damage. That means Ineffa not only amplifies herself, but your entire team. The synergy is unreal. And just to make sure even F2P players can get in on the Moonshock action, the new 5.8 weapon, a free 4-star Claymore, is specifically tailored for Moonshock, Electrocharged, and Bloom. It regenerates energy and boosts EM when reactions are triggered, and yes, it works even when the wielder is off-field. That means Claymore characters like Beta can benefit from it in these teams. Now, let's shift gears a bit and talk about the new map. Yes, we're getting a new island map, And no, it's not just a temporary summer area. This map is permanent and adds to the upper left corner of Natlan. It features bright blues, gliding zones, and even slides, yeah, literal water slides. The vibe is very much summer resort meets exploration hub, and there are events and side quests tied to the map too. However, don't get too excited about Mare Javari just yet. That's going to be a domain, not an explorable area. Sorry to disappoint you. But what about the events? Well, 5.8 is packed. The main event is called Leisure Resort and includes several mini-games like flower coloring, shooting challenges, and a rhythm game. Then we have Stealthy Pursuit, where you join Yelan in hunting down a criminal group. Harmonic Ensemble is another rhythm game with a Natlan theme. And finally, we have the Tevat Memories side story event, Before the Snowfall, which is expected to drop some emotional lore tidbits and might even tie into the upcoming region. There are also new skins coming. Yelan and Bennett are the lucky picks this time. Bennett's skin is probably a 4-star reward from the event, while Yelan's is a premium 5-star skin. If you're a fan of cosmetics or just want more polish for your roster, this is worth noting. On the quality of life side, things are improving across the board. The game now acknowledges Mushak as a core reaction, meaning EM tooltips, Thundering Fury set descriptions, and several other reaction interactions are being updated to include Moonshok. Characters like Dory, Nuvolette, Sino, and Mona will now reference Mushok in their passive or constellation effects where electrocharged previously applied. This opens up new builds and retroactive synergy that older characters might benefit from. Also, the Oculi Resonance Stones are finally getting smarter. You can now abandon a current scan, refresh the search, and avoid being directed to oculi you already marked. The in-game message for when you found all of them has also been made clearer. PlayStation players who purchase the Battle Pass no longer have to redeem it on console. It's now universal. Plus, a new tutorial tab has been added for transmuted reactions. So, what does this all mean for you as a player? Should you pull, skip, or save? If you're even remotely interested in electrocharged or want to explore Mushok as a new reaction, Ineffa is a must-pull in my opinion. But be cautious. Ineffa is a reaction-specific unit. If you're not building around hydroelectro comps, she loses a lot of value. The same way Skirk needs escoffier and free setups, Ineffa is really only worth it when Moonshok is fully enabled. And always remember, the Not Cry patches begin immediately after 5.8. That means 6.0 will likely introduce new Archontier characters, fresh 5 stars, and a brand new nation to explore. If you're running low on resources or still building your teams from Natlan, you'll need to plan smartly. There's no shame in skipping even strong characters if you know your roster can't support them or you're saving for something bigger. And before we wrap up, I just want to take a second to say thank you. We almost hit 9,500 subscribers on the channel. You guys are actually crazy. I'm seriously grateful for every single one of you. You've been supporting every leak breakdown, every Primo Gem guide, and every bit of speculation we've put out here. And now, with 10K just around the corner, I'd love it if you joined the journey. So, if you're enjoying the content, make sure to subscribe. Your support means the world, and I can't wait to bring you even more updates as we head into 6.0 and beyond. And with that, good luck if you're still wishing for Skirk, and I'll see you in the next one.